is that Singing in the Rain?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
That may have been me.
Okay, because it was great.
What is that?
I love it so much.
Yeah.
So
Wait, didn't it turn into Umbrella?
It does.
yes,
Okay,
it does.
okay. I've
Guys,
seen
we
this
were beating
video.
around the bush because if you don't have that spoiler,
I've seen this.
I think
video.
Zendaya's there too.
Yeah,
and she's just losing it.
yeah. As well she should. He's
I mean,
very good
I'm
at
losing
dancing.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. I mean, he is
He
obviously
does better body rolls than me. I
He's
never
like
thought I would be jealous of Tom Holland over that specific thing. Many other things.
He was a gymnast.
Yeah,
I
he was a
mean,
gymnast acrobat. or
As
something
was
like that,
I.
right?
I just sucked
Oh,
at
I
it.
forgot you were a gymnast.
Yeah, no, I did it for 10 years. I just wasn't any good.
I think he also was like a kid dancer. Like he was in like the West End cast of Billy Elliot or something.
Was he Billy Elliot?
Huh.
I think
Yeah, I
so.
could see that.
I could see that.
It was either him or the hot one from Wicked. Was in the, it could have been both.
It's probably both. There's
Who's-
been more
what's
than
his name?
one.
Jonathan
Billy
Bailey.
Elliot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was. I
we
think it was
somehow
Tom
always
Holland.
come back to musicals.
We
Somehow,
started.
bafflingly.
It's almost like that's the common interest that brought us together as friends. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you just kind of dragged Philip in here.
Speak for yourselves.
Well, to be
You
fair,
did
Mike wasn't
acapella.
pulling really
Yeah.
hard.
Acapella
yeah.
is like about as a tangent to musical theater as you could possibly be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would argue normal theater is in between there, Jeff.
No, I feel like there's a vibe.
Okay, actually,
that
really fast,
musical
Philip,
theater and acapella
Did
has
your
overlap.
acapella group do the choreo shit?
A little bit.
Oh, that's
Okay.
musical theater.
Point to Jeff.
Not a ton, but a little bit.
Did
Fair
anyone
enough.
here do band?
Yes.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I played the cornet because they only had 3 buttons.
I was
I did a trumpet, but shorter.
Oh, I do remember. Okay.
I
remember
did
this.
things on either end of the marching band.
What does that mean?
Football.
That's football.
Oh, what do
Yeah.
you mean? Either end?
So like you do the marching band in like the beginning, and then there's some.
I need you
football,
to.
and
I
then they
need you
come
to
out for the halftime
recognize.
show.
I've only ever seen these in American teen movies. Okay, I've never
Amazing.
experienced one of these, so I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
So the marching band like goes on the field and like does some fun little formations while they're
Okay.
playing, and they do their little marchy feet.
Cute.
So you do some of that a little bit in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then definitely some in halftime.
Intermission.
Yes,
Okay.
basically. Intermission is
My God.
the rest of the time
Got
they jam up in the stands and they just play songs
Greek
and
chorus.
you sit next to them. Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And like actually they do sometimes. We had a thing that we did, maybe your high school did this too, is when anybody was going to like do the kickoff, like everybody would just go fucking
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
They go, and then it hit and they would all resolve into a chord and you're like, oh, that feels good in my brain.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really
Ooh,
great. I
okay.
sat next to them because our football team was not really good. So you would just sit there and watch the marching band and be like, yeah. We won awards for stuff.
I'd love to go to
Hey.
one of
I don't really
these.
know what, because at that point I wasn't in band anymore because you had to choose between band and choir or not have lunch.
And you got to have lunch.
You gotta have lunch. Actually, I ended up replacing lunch my senior year with more choir.
Oh God, is that allowed?
Yeah, no, it was actually actively encouraged. We got like 15 minutes at the beginning of that period to eat our lunch. And then we just sang choir. And then after that period, we sang more choir.
Wow.
Yep. Anyway.
So we're all nerds here.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're doing a TTRPG podcast.
We're
Peter.
doing a sci-fi TTRPG podcast. But also, I want to point out that that's not necessarily a nerd thing. It's more of a geek thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah, there's a
Fine.
distinction there. I think
Fine.
I'm more nerd than geek, though, personally.
I'd split right down the middle, baby.
I have no idea.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
I would say you're probably a little bit more geek than nerd,
sure.
just mostly because of all of the anime that you know.
That's true.
Oh, is anime under a geek? I was assuming anime was like its own
I'm
category.
considering
for
nerd
weeb.
to be academic
Yeah,
and
it's
then
normally the
geek to
distinction.
be enthusiastic about.
Well, I was
fandom
saying
generally.
that weeb might be like a whole other axis.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, a weeb is one I'm still getting used to.
Are you not a weeb at all?
A little
all?
bit.
Oh, didn't know that.
I would actually say Mike is a bigger weeb than I am.
That is
That's
I
correct in my
yes.
experience.
Mike, your husband.
Yes. Doxed.
Do we want to keep that?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've talked about Mike before.
And welcome Welcome back to the 7-Star of the Right podcast. This is session, oh God,
118.
118.
We're recording on a weekday.
We're recording on a weekday.
So you know what that means.
Peter brought me pizza.
I did.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome. I carried it on the train. Episode number?
Yeah, well, we already said
118.
118.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. How you guys doing on this fabulous weekday night?
I spilled pizza on my shirt.
Well, no one else can see it, so you didn't have to bring attention to it.
Yeah, well, you know, audio medium. I felt the audience needed to know.
That's
I was
the
at
state
work
of things.
for 8 hours today, and now I'm here.
Woo.
Let's go.
Get all that energy up.
I
And out.
know. Yeah.
I was about to say we're attempting to dismantle the government. That should make you feel better, but no, we're not. We're past that.
Yeah.
The government has been dismantled. Now you
And
need to
replaced.
save the world.
It's been replaced by a giant tube of death.
For
Yeah.
a second, I thought you meant like in real life, and I was like, that's not a good thing.
I mean,
Ah.
And also, tell me about your activism, please. I would love to know. Yeah, tube of death.
yep, tube of death. Yeah, speaking of the tube of death, let's remind ourselves and the listeners what happened this past
Listener,
episode.
Jeff, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, listener.
I'm
Hi,
sorry
listener. We're
for
talking
adding a
specifically
plurality to our listener.
you.
Oh, wait, hold on. There is some housekeeping thing. There's one thing I do have to quickly mention to our listener. This is the final reminder. This session, I think, is going out probably only a few days before we actually record our next metadimensional episode.
The deadline.
Yes. What is the metadimensional episode, you say? I'm glad you said that and didn't ask it. It's already happening. It's already a weeknight. I'm glad you asked. It is an episode where we take questions from each other and from any listeners that decide to send something in to talk a little bit about the podcast, where we feel like things are going, how different characters are doing, any particular things that they like doing, maybe ways that, we prepare for RPGs or something like that. Really anything's on the table. I just gave Kirsten like a horrible flashback.
No, I was reading through my notes.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll get to that later.
So maybe not anything. Like we're definitely going to filter some if you just start asking
Oh, boy.
some random ass questions. But please send those in. If you send them in, you right up to the deadline, we'll try and get them in if possible. If not, we'll try and get them into the next time we do this, probably in another 6 months. So yeah, that you can send any questions to the email address that we have, which is the letter 7, THSTAR podcast@gmail.com, 7-Star podcast@gmail.com. I did not get the full spelled out of 7th. I'm sorry. Kirsten, you got it, right?
Yes, I did.
And you're not even forwarding it to me. You're just
No.
keeping those things.
I mean, I'll check it.
Yeah,
Have
fair
we gotten
enough.
any questions at either of our emails?
Not since the last time I checked, but I only check when I edit.
Okay.
I haven't seen any so far.
Oh,
So,
come on, listener.
Have you
It's fine.
released?
I think 116
116
has
went
gone
out, and that
out.
was the
So
first time.
that's the first time.
People need like 2 reminders.
Yeah, that's why we do this. But yeah, I mean, happy to answer any questions, but I also come with questions and we can talk about things.
I'd love to answer a question since I'm new.
You can also ask
Throwing
questions
that
and
out
have other
there.
people answer it in real
No,
time.
no, Answering's
can do
more
that.
fun.
Anyway, that was our one little piece of housekeeping. Let's run into the reminder. Kirsten, what gave you that 1,000-yard stare?
Okay, let's.
The backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, we can backtrack a little bit there, and then I'm going to have a question for you.
Oh,
Jeff.
no.
It's not past a day yet, Kirsten.
It's
You don't get to ask a question that you get to know the
Kirsten's
answer
going
to.
to need to ask a
I
question
know,
about
I
how
know.
some of our equipment works.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Excited
love
about
these
this.
kinds of
All right.
questions.
So last time we began the episode with having just defeated the Chancellor and their siblings, now turning our attention to Devas and gang who are chanting in the corner, and Vaughn McRaven appeared. Marcus shot the 2 surviving Dravorn siblings
Yep.
in the head.
Yep.
Micah claimed the Chancellor's kink collar as a trophy and is in fact using psychic power to keep it on her in a kind of like aesthetic I have won this sort of way.
Mm-hmm. Got to obtain those trophies.
And Mr. McRaven tries to talk Zuri down. It doesn't work. So then Mr. McRaven blows Zuri up from inside the bubble. And just bits go flying everywhere.
I sure do.
Uh-huh. Micah is understandably very upset about that, yells at Vaughn McRaven. Nona tries to carry Devas into the sky beam, but then shenanigans ensue and we don't get there in time. And also when we get there, there is, as far as I can picture it, basically just a tornado of ichor that also gets hands because life is not fair.
Tendrils, I think, is a good word for
That's
them.
fair. Tendrils is fine. We can say tendrils. So before we could deal with that, Simmerfim showed up and was like, "You have failed me." And then Devas just died.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There was a whole sequence of events where, this black ichor kind of took over the entire pillar. And there was just this sense of a thing that is much larger than, maybe even the planet itself, trying to push itself through, and only a fraction of it seems to have gotten through. Yeah. And there was just a sense of weirdness, I think, is the best way to describe some of the things that occurred. There was a feeling that pulsed throughout everyone in this chamber that almost felt your blood vessels catch a light. And it almost felt like a sigh came from that. So, yeah, it was a fun little eldritch pillar thing. It was good stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I think so. If I remember, Nona was trying to get through some of that ichor initially with like a grenade, and it very quickly is
I used
reforming.
a demo charge.
Yeah,
demo charge.
It was a demo
Explosion.
charge
I
wielded
killed one
by
of
a
my
Mobot.
Mobots. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, but it's very.
And then you were like,
gnarly.
"Hey, I could probably use telekinetic ram." And then Jeff very reluctantly was like, "Yeah, I guess you could."
Gotta use my new thing.
Okay, so Jeff, then comes my question,
Yeah.
which I have never been in possession of this particular artifact. So I don't know how it works. How's a time button work?
Oh no.
Oh. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I literally just have it in my notes that I review every single session. It's like,
Do you
remember,
have it? I thought Claire
Yeah.
has it.
Claire has the time. Yes, but we have the time button.
Yes, we do have the time button.
Yeah, hold on.
That's true.
That is a
man.
very important thing.
We could, because instead of
What if?
instead of Lazarus patching Devas, what if we integrity him?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we talked about that on air, but I Lazarus patched him to keep him alive to get to the pillar.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to integrity him in case he started
came
fighting.
back up and yeah.
He's also
Yes.
like extremely injured. though.
Yeah, he's
Hey.
only half a body right now.
Oh, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
so Lamarcus took the.
I mean,
the safe
it's
route.
possible with the way we're like spaced out and whatnot. Claire might not even be able to make it to me in time, but that just seems like a fun little. We should explore that route because
The
when
world is
else
ending.
are you gonna use
the
the
world's
time
ending.
But
button?
if it's a good. If it's gonna give you time cancer, who's you? The pusher, Mobot?
I'll push it.
I don't know. Can you get time cancer?
I feel like anyone who goes through it will probably get time cancer.
Well, that's
Maybe.
great.
Hold on. It's just, there's some stuff.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Oh.
So like it does a disc with an opaque red button sheathed by hinged plastic. It's covered. It's by plastic.
Time button.
Yeah, it's a time button. Warnings of descriptions advise the immediate destruction or burial of temporal paradoxes lest they induce time cancer. When pressed, everything within 3 meters will revert back to the state they were in 1 round to go. Dead can be returned to life, but need to make a physical saving throw or return unconscious. Can be used once.
Yeah.
Would you say we are within 1 round of Devas dying?
Yep.
But again, begs the question, where's Claire?
Yeah.
Claire's nearby. Claire would, if you say like, Claire, no.
Time button. Claire, time
Marcus
button.
would be like, what?
I mean, I don't know.
I love it.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
No, we're
Should we integrity him?
I mean, he's dead can be, yeah, we should integrity him.
Yeah. And throw him in the fucking pillar.
So Nona, you quickly turn to Claire and say,
I don't even know if I know this man is dead. I guess I do.
It is pretty
you
clear
do.
that
Okay,
he dies.
We talked about it on air, I think.
Yeah.
That he died.
Okay,
like
cool.
he was like, Master.
No, I remember that.
Much to Philip's chagrin, I'm sure. As I whisper breathe into
Yeah,
the
it was
mic.
definitely an interesting sound. That breath control thing was fighting you hard. But we're all right.
And so, Nona, you see that Devas has died in your arms. You turn to Claire and say, Claire, now.
I say, Claire, time button.
Time button.
Just in the same way that Alex used to, but like not in a joking fashion.
And so her eyes widen and she reaches into her pocket where she has this opaque disc with the hinged plastic and goes, okay, flips it over, presses the button. And I'm going to say only a few people are actually within range of this. I'm going to say, Nona, obviously you are, as you're holding Devas. Marcus as well, since you applied the Lazarus. And so, Micah, I think you're outside of this. And you see just as soon as Claire presses the button, where she goes back and everything kind of goes quickly in reverse. You see a Lazarus patch unapplied from Devas as you all are in the moment just 6 seconds ago. And Devas, you can see the life just slowly draining from him. I don't think it matters too much, but since he was dead, I'm going to make that physical saving throw for
Please
him.
do.
He fails.
Okay.
So he's unconscious.
Which is the best state for him to be in.
But there is one moment you see this last breath coming from out his chest. What do you do?
Stab him
You're
with an
gonna do it?
integrity.
All right.
Okay, cool.
How do I? I don't have the stats for integrity on
I
me.
believe 2d6
God.
plus 2, but I can double check.
I think that's right.
2d6 plus 2. Do we have to get him above a certain?
Just
No, he's still
1
alive. He's
HP.
still alive. Never mind.
Still
Yeah.
alive.
It's an 11. It's a respectable amount of HP.
Let me just
Okay.
double check on that because I did just pull that out of my
Butthole.
brain.
Oh.
Yeah, and my ass. Kind of both. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
It's 2d6 plus 2.
Gorgeous.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like this is the second time I've killed an NPC in your presence.
It doesn't
And
like,
you have thwarted
nope.
it.
Well, what's great about this is, Jeff, I've been reading my notes for the past week trying to figure, and every single time, except for this last minute, pass over random bullshit to remember list, just 4 slots down, it says, we have the time button. I was like, like
This is a
for right
perfect-
now,
this is a
we can
perfect
Omega
use for it.
13?
The Omega 13.
Marcus, you take out the integrity and it's a stim. You just kind of like pop off the cap and immediately jab it into Devas, who seems to immediately come back to life. You can see there is still quite a lot of pain in his eyes,
That's
but
fine.
you see the stim starts to work its magic as it starts to slowly stitch up the wounds. As you might recall,
I'm guessing it doesn't regrow feet.
it doesn't regrow legs, but it does fix them up well enough so that they
not
are no longer
bleeding.
actively bleeding.
Good.
He looks around at you all.
Wait, he's unconscious.
Oh, yes.
Thank God. Please keep him unconscious.
He is unconscious. No, hold on. He was unconscious when he was brought back.
and then we injected him
but you
with
injected him with
drugs.
integrity.
All right.
Okay, so that'll.
Fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine with
He comes
him.
back from.
We're still running to the pillar, right?
No, we can't run to the pillar. We're out of range of
right.
bombs and the pillar.
Right.
Oh.
God damn it.
And so you look at this man who had just died in your arms, and
Tonight.
he looks around at you all and looks at you, Nona, and says, I died.
Hang on to that thought.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, he's on the list of people we don't like.
Meanwhile, this pillar is still
Mhm.
this viscous black liquid that is just swirling and spinning around, the tendrils continuing to reach out more and more.
Yeah, I'm gonna look down at him and be like, "Yes, you died, and you were But you were trying to kill yourself and everyone else anyway. I fail to see the distinction or relevance between those two distinctions.
I was trying to open a gate to the other side so we might become one with it. Simrafim,
You lied to us, and you used us to get here so that you could kill a whole bunch of people. And now we are going to use you to stop this.
I didn't. I wasn't trying. No, And he looks up at you and says, "All right, how do I stop this? I can stop this?"
Yes, you will die and we will have to deal with that. And she points up at
Just
it's swirling awful. I'm just gonna call it the swirling awful.
It's noiseless. It is completely silent as it just reaches more and more into.
Would you like to make it undulate 1 or 2 more times, Jeff?
No.
Okay.
Maybe just a little bit. Just one little undulation. little shiver.
Ugh.
What a word.
Wow.
Okay, so where am I relative to all this? So like this just happened and everyone like rewound by like several seconds.
And then after...
But am I still by like the column where we were before that just happened?
Yes, yeah. I was going to say you were only a few meters off, maybe not too far off, joining up with folks after you broke off from talking with Vaughn. You see that Marcus stabbed Devas with a vial of integrity, and Devas seems fine now. I mean, fine is a relative word. This half of him, this little half of mine.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I don't know why that popped into my head.
Blasphemy on multiple levels. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. Micah, wow, what a day we're having. It's like the time button, time cancer. Y'all, all right.
Time cancer.
What? Looking at...
I don't think it happened.
Looking at Devas, back to the... all right, old plan is the new plan is the same plan.
Yes.
I guess we're... I got to blast through that.
I'm writing that down. Old plan is the new plan is the same plan.
I think that should be the title. I like that. It's just vague enough that... Yeah.
Time cancer?
Really, really fast. I'm going to kind of look back at McRaven and see like his whole, because I'm about to throw his nephew into a thing, and people get weird when I do things to their relatives that involve death.
I want to say Vaughn is
out of it.
Is way, way off.
Yeah,
like you can shout over to him, but like he's not actively with you guys.
That's fair enough.
I think he's like on the order of tens of meters away from you right now.
That feels right. He walked away from this. Yeah.
Granted, and I will remind you, he did blow up everyone in that bubble.
No, I know.
So it seemed like
he's probably okay with it.
I mean, at the very least, collateral damage. He was okay with collateral damage.
Okay, great. Okay, yes.
As long as he's not upset.
Nona's morals are all kind of fucked up.
This is never going to come up. But Philip, I feel like I just need you to know that like when Vaughn blew up that entire thing, Nona's respect for him actually went up a little bit.
So did Marcus.
Yeah. We're never I'm taking that conversation to my not grave. I'll take that conversation to your grave. I'm going to live forever, I say as I stare down an Apocalypse 2 of today.
This is just what happens to you.
It just does. Okay, great. So to recall, our plan from last time was to have Micah use telekinetic ram. Is that what it's called?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
To blast a hole in the thing. And then I was going to run up and throw the guy in there. Yeah.
And I'll cover.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, I think I would, as part of this plan, probably like want to get closer to ensure that it happens. Like that whole, oh my God, he died has me now on edge about like, we got one shot at this, gotta make sure it works. And so like, I'm probably going to get up close enough to ensure that I can throw Devas through the hole, acknowledging that puts me at risk of getting basically the shit slapped out of me if what happened to Mobot 1 is any indication.
Yep.
So if I can make that trade-off, I will gladly.
So I assume, Micah, then you start to move towards...
Yeah, so everyone's hustling. Devas is alive again. But yeah, same plan. So I'm going to line up my shot, start charging up the blast, which takes about 12 seconds, 2 rounds, and then fire.
It takes that long.
Yeah,
okay.
It does. Yeah. And then, try and blast a big old hole in that thing.
So
shit's going to happen to us first.
Mm-hmm.
Go nuts.
I'm charging it up. I've started the charge.
I'm going to say as you approach.
Or not. As
so
the case may be.
Does
I
Micah
need you
have to get close to do that? I thought it was a line of sight thing.
It's a line of sight thing, yeah.
Oh, you don't have to be right next to it in order to do it.
No.
You can do this at any distance.
It's at a single target within sight.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, don't forget, Jeff.
I didn't
Mike's
realize.
powers are bullshit awesome.
That's
Yeah,
fun. That's neat.
This is not like put my hand on it. This is like a laser beam.
Cool. So one thing I will say, as you guys were like, all right, let's go.
Mhm.
Who's gonna see this? I'm gonna say Marcus. You see this as you're probably keeping an eye out on things in your.
About to be traumatized again.
Yeah, you
Tell
are.
me what I see.
Let's
Jeffrey.
do it.
Oh,
Marcus is
Undulate
not
more.
having a
wonderful
good time.
things, wonderful, beautiful things.
Oh boy.
So
This man is broken, Jeff. I need you to
Having
understand.
so many new experiences today.
It really is. Nona's like, this is normal. And Marcus is like mostly lived a normal life.
Marcus is just like hearing internal screaming for forever.
Yeah.
So Marcus, you see out of the corner of your eye movement. And it's not from anything else in the room that you're aware of right now. Like right now, the only other living thing in this room that you are aware of is Vaughn, who you know is yards away from you right now. You see out of the corner of your eye about where Chancellor Austere was slain, a twitch. And then another twitch.
Oh no.
You see that the form of Chancellor Austere starts to twist and writhe as you hear these snaps and cracks, almost as if an invisible hand is starting to work its way through the body like a puppet.
Ugh.
You turn to see 2 more figures doing similar things. The other Dravorn siblings that...
You mean the ones I took care of?
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
you shot. If it had just stayed unconscious, it probably wouldn't have done this.
There's only 3.
Well, because the other one's a skull.
Well,
That's true.
I'm sorry.
very fair.
Sorry, I forgot to include that in my
Yeah.
previously on. One of them exploded.
Yeah.
Oh God!
The
is
figure
this
that
skull
was
gonna-
once Chancellor Austere stands on 2 feet. You see a spiraling line that wraps and twists around the body, opening, but not to show organs and viscera, but an inky black void with constellations of ancient malevolent eyes that open and close without pattern or reason. These are not biological eyes, but pinpricks of cold, distant starlight. You look to the others and you see one that has been bent over backwards in a bridge, using its hands and legs to locomote. A limb with no discernible joints expands and contracts out of their sky-facing chest, and it weeps a misty black smoke that carries a palpable sense of dread.
Ugh.
And lastly,
feel it.
sitting on its haunches, the third figure, its jaw has somehow opened unfathomably wide, reaching down to its hip. And the space where its mouth once was is a gateway into absolute nothingness, a cosmic abyss from which no light or sound escapes. You see faint, swirling nebula of impossible colors glimpsed within its depths. And these things start to move towards you all.
Oh God.
I'm going to need you all to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I
You are
think
sick.
Marcus, I was like, what would Marcus say when seeing these characters? I think
and you would shoot it.
I know. I think
That seems like the appropriate reaction.
no. I think after everything that's happened, I think Marcus is gonna throw up. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna hurl.
Just puts up like a finger and just, excuse me.
No, full.
Oh.
No, excuse me.
Just
no
like-
warning. He just got like transported back in time, which he did not know what was happening. There was that eldritch sigh that was like the first connection that he's ever felt to metadimensional energy, and now these fucking things bent over backwards, cracking and popping their bones. No, he's gonna throw up.
You're only assuming bones.
So you said no one else sees this.
I mean, at some point we're going to.
I mean-
you just get dibs.
Oh boy.
God. Okay. So horrifying. Did I get to start doing my thing concurrently with him noticing that, or do I have to do it?
I'm going to say it
Now that
starts
we-
on this round.
All right.
Remember, we have alert.
Yes, I still rolled pretty badly.
Crap. Okay.
All right. Can I get just the numbers from folks? Oh, I got to roll for Claire too.
Come on, Claire.
Go, Claire, go.
Let's go, Claire.
No, she got
No.
one.
Oh, rip.
Sad.
All right. What did people get?
7.
7?
7.
7?
3.
3.
My dex is 14. What's your dex?
10. I
Okay.
rolled a 7.
I see.
I have alert.
So it goes Nona, then it goes Marcus. Then it goes to Micah, and then it goes to Claire.
Okay, we got to name these weirdos. Okay. So there's Chancellor. There's the Chancellor.
I'm pretty sure they have names.
They got
There's
names.
Chancellor Austere, there's Chancellor Kindheart, and then there's Chancellor John.
Well, I've given them different names.
Which
that kind of,
is back.
Oh, you've named them like Hulk and Gorilla, haven't you?
you can see it in the roll
Can I?
20. Yeah.
Oh.
I
Also-
only see
Oh.
3 knives.
Oh, you don't see the names?
I don't see the names. That might be on your DM.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. Well,
You can drag a text file in there, but it won't move with them.
I thought.
Oh, they're so close to us.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
I mean, this is where they died.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Where
Yeah.
you shot one of them. I
2
will
of them?
remind you.
2 of them.
No,
Well,
the other one got.
If you want to
exploded.
name, I've got names.
Okay.
So we got the Star Wound,
Oh boy.
got Back Crawler.
Oh jeez.
That one's the one with the really big mouth, right?
Then we got Void Maw, which is the one that's on its back.
There you go.
Void Maw.
Void Maw.
Maw, like the one with the really big mouth. It's got void.
Void Maw.
All void, no stars.
Void Maw.
Except
I was gonna
think
call the
there's-
back one like Samara or something. Is that like the ring girl?
Yeah,
Right?
Samara.
Yeah.
Samara.
Oh.
I'm calling her Samara.
Nice reference.
Sounds
Thank
good.
See, I
you.
don't actually know if Samara herself does that. I think that's actually a reference to the lady from The Grudge, who looks a lot like Samara, but is different. Guess how many scary movies I've seen, listener?
A couple.
We
Just
should
a
watch
few.
Sinners.
I'm so excited. Anyway, back to this shit that we're doing now.
Canceling our movie review podcast for once
back
again.
to this bullshit.
We are in combat now.
Yikes.
So we've got Nona. You are up first. You have Devas in your arms. You know what? I actually probably should roll for Devas too.
He's unconscious.
He's awake.
Oh,
We
right.
talked
He's
to
awake.
him.
Sorry.
Devas got 2.
Devas got 2.
Devas.
Oh,
better
there's
fucking help
gotta
us.
Be some fun shit we can do with that.
He seems like he was on board with what you were telling him.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll help.
Well, also he's the lodestone, right? Which
Yeah.
means he's capable of
Pushing.
throwing things real good.
That's true.
And I have a shit ton of grenades and bombs still.
Can he throw living beings?
I don't think so.
Okay.
At the very least,
Just
we've
push
never
him off the
seen.
edge.
Yeah, no, like that would be great.
But
Just
Oh.
push him.
he made the
Hmm.
big repulsion shield that definitely blocked living beings.
You know what? That's a great point.
So I don't know
Maybe
what he can
he's
do.
just a superhero that. Oh God,
If we
Sure.
give him,
that was like so big.
if we put a block,
I was like,
front
and then
of-
also a dragon appears. Like, come on, Jeff, what's this bullshit?
We're using a digital map for the first time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's real cool.
It is cool.
I'm doing my best, guys.
I see.
I like my physical things, but with the constraints of the space that we have, it feels like going digital might be useful.
So far, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm on board.
if we put like a wall or like a
is the blue
stone
star Vaughn McRaven?
Yeah.
Wow.
in front of one of these things, and then ask Devas to like push it off the edge? Could the thing push
Yes.
the guy off the edge?
Yes, if you push a stone into a guy, that has
We can
definitely
push
happened
the
before.
guy.
We've
All right.
destroyed an entire boat and people like that
Gorgeous.
before.
I love that. Let's do that.
All right, we are at the top of the order. Nona, it is your go. You're currently carrying Devas.
Yes.
So
I mean, so I know that Micah's thing takes a while. I'm assuming I'm aware of these enemies. Yes?
you are. Yes, everyone is aware of these enemies.
Marcus just got to see him first.
You heard Marcus retch in the corner like, what the heck's up with him? Oh.
Those weren't on my list. Nona thinks to herself. And that's it.
That's true. You did not warn me, Nona.
I did not
This was not.
To be fair, I did not know these were coming either. Okay,
could
what
you-
is our scale here, Jeff, on this map?
Yeah, how
Each one of them should be 2 meters. I think
Okay.
you should be able to
Okay.
measure, and you will
Yeah.
see that that's indeed the
Very
case.
nice.
Oh, cool. Yes,
Ooh.
beautiful.
Also, you guys can move your own figures.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
that
be
is
able
not
to.
a thing that I was aware of.
Whoa.
Yeah. Obviously, don't click and
Technology.
drag if it's not your turn, but yeah.
Everybody go nuts. Move yourself everywhere. They can't catch you.
Scatter!
Okay. Shit, what do I want to do? Because I can get there in one turn. You won't let me hold a movement.
No, I'd let you hold an action.
Could I? Okay.
I'd also
If I
let you
didn't
put Devas
take-
down.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit worried about doing that.
Very
I'm
reasonable.
Pretty sure.
I
that-
might do some mean things.
Yes. You know what? Okay. Here's what we're actually gonna do. We are gonna put him down.
Okay, you're putting
Um,
down Devas.
Yes, I am putting him down gently on the ground. I would like to. Okay. Question for you.
Yeah.
Do any of these things look like they're capable of arranged stuff?
Could you make a... Oh, what would this even be?
Could I get some pluses because I have studied a lot of the shibboleth nonsense?
You have. Were you the one who read through the...
All of them. You should
like the
see the
shade stuff?
appendix at the bottom of
Yeah.
my... Yes, I know about all the shades. I know about the blight beak. I know about the goat-headed man who gives you deals sometimes. These don't
What?
appear to be
Satan?
any
Wait,
of
what?
Oh no, that was something else. Don't worry about it.
Make an intelligence no check for me, please.
Okay.
And you
With
can...
advantage?
Yeah,
Usually
advantage
you
is...
get like a plus.
I'm going to say...
Straight.
roll. Well, I'm going to give you like this equivalent of advantage where you roll 3 and drop the lowest.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
12.
Very nice.
Mhm.
So you take a look at these things. You are aware that it seems like the thing that's currently on its back, the major thing to be worried about there is this waving tendril that is coming out of its stomach. It's quite long. You would say that it is, if it were to try and attack with that, it could do so with some reach, but probably no projectiles.
Okay.
The one with the large mouth, you can see these lights starting to glimmer
God.
more. There might be some energy attack that this thing is capable of.
Okay.
That is what I'll give you with a 12.
Sounds great. I would like to place myself between Devas and the one with the twinkly death lights.
Twinkly death lights.
Is this
I
like
love
a
it.
like it, the clown?
That's what I was.
That's what I'm thinking.
envisioning,
Yeah.
The dead lights. But no, it's fine.
Oh, those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of fun.
It feels roughly the same.
That is the void maw, the one one
Yeah.
that I've talked, the void maw.
So which one is that?
So that is the one with the 2 dots.
Okay.
So Starwound, maybe I can. The one that's on its back is the one with the 3 dots. The one with the 2 mouth open too big is 2 dots, and the one that has basically nothingness wrapped around it is the 1 dot. That's where
That's
Chancellor Austere dropped. This thing is clearly no longer Chancellor Austere, and I want to say like the faces that you see on these creatures are almost like it's as if they've been changed in death. Like it is not they are grimacing or doing anything of the sort. It is just it's as if something has been reaching through these things right now.
It did a puppet. It went right up its butt. They were like,
You made eye contact with me the first time.
I
Jeff said that.
So
they opened their butts to
Every
as a
orifice.
cross.
every orifice.
And that's what you get.
Every orifice.
Every orifice.
You get an eldritch tendril up there.
And it goes.
You took the kink collar. You can take the kink collar off. Wait. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Everyone shut up.
Shut up. I'm thinking.
Let him cook.
I'm thinking. Let me cook. You can take the collar. Oh no, I don't have it.
No,
it's
right.
gone. You can take the kink collar off the chancellor, but you can't take the kink out of the chancellor out of the king.
That's close. I'll take it. Anyway, so you are putting yourself in between this creature and Devas.
Yes.
That's
with
fine.
an intent to like shield. And I'm going to also say to the others, hopefully we know this without saying, but I'm going to say protect Devas. And then when Micah's good, I'll go.
Got it.
Okay. Stick to the plan.
Old plan, same as the new plan, same as the same plan.
Old plan, new plan, same plan.
Same plan.
Got it.
All right.
No, are you going to do anything else? Other
Yes,
than
I'm
saying-
going to
Yeah.
draw my sniper rifle and using gunslinger and shoot at one of these boys.
Which boy you going to fire at?
I'm going to shoot at number 3.
Number 3 is the back crawler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. With his whip.
With his little whip that's coming out of his chest.
So
I
like
hate
you're just
that.
a really fucked up Catwoman.
Yeah.
I was thinking alien.
I was trying to make it sexy.
Oh, I feel
Excuse you. Alien's not sexy enough.
You know what? Fair point.
so smooth.
Anyway. That is 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Cool.
So Noni, you whip around your
hold-
sniper rifle and you fire at the thing that's currently crouched over. Roll for damage.
13.
13 points of damage. That's a pretty solid hit. Actually, a pretty solid hit in the system. So you whip around, you take a shot at the one off to with how you're facing away from the pillar right now. So just to describe where everyone is right now, we've got folks groups together kind of right in front of the pillar, and where the corpses of the chancellors, well, the Dravorn siblings, including the chancellor, lay is kind of scattered a little bit farther away from that as they ran towards you all when they attacked you. And so now you find yourselves with the pillar at your backs and these things in front of you. Over to your left, you fire on the one that is currently doing a bridge on its back. You shoot it, hit directly on. It seems to wince in pain a little bit, but you don't hear any vocalization that comes out. But you do start to see it start to drip this black liquid that once more, as it hits the ground, just starts to turn into a black mist. But that was a pretty solid hit. Nona, in response to that, you see over to the right, Starwound, the one that was once the Chancellor. What does it do? Yeah. Marcus, you see this opening that seems to travel across its chest. It seems to not necessarily be an opening as you know it, but almost like some kind of thing that's wrapped around it that you can see in, almost like a twisting portal. And it reaches its arm out to you, and you see that this lash jumps off and starts to streak towards you.
Oh, it's attacking Marcus?
It's attacking Marcus.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Marcus is the closest to him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okie doke. Marcus, I'm going to need you to make a physical saving throw for me.
And what is that? D20?
D20, and you're looking at the number, and you're trying to meter beat.
Meter beat. Hoi. Nope. I fail.
Dang.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get time
I'm
cancer
about-
for the second
I
time today.
know.
For the second
Marcus
time today.
doesn't even know what hit him. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, rolled max damage.
Amazing.
11 damage,
Oh,
Marcus.
fuck.
And you feel this thing wrap around you. And it is cold. It starts to almost drain the energy and the heat from your person as you feel yourself lurch forward and you get pulled
Oh, no.
30 meters towards it.
Oh, son of a.
Oh, fuck. 30 meters.
I think that takes you
That
all
mean-
the way to
yeah,
it.
that takes me right to it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Good job, Marcus. Keep it occupied.
I mean, you
You're
like to getting
doing
closer.
great, honey.
Do I have to answer? But in reality, he's probably just going.
and
We
Marcus,
need to get you some ice cream after this.
Marcus is
Like a full Sunday bar.
I have my list of grievances that will come up when we're not actively in peril.
and Marcus, you are currently grappled. It's not the beginning of your turn.
No, oh, it is. now.
It is the
Okay.
beginning of your turn now. And so what I'm going to need you to do is we're going to make a contested strength check
Okay.
to see if you can break free.
All right.
What if he doesn't want to break free? What if he just wants to punch it?
I want to
Um,
break free?
I would say if you wanted to punch it, you can. You are currently grappled and it has the upper hand, so I would
Yeah.
give it advantage. Or you give you disadvantage on the attack.
Would I assume that, like, if I don't get out of this grapple, it's going to somehow keep draining my energy, my life force?
It doesn't feel good to be in its grasp right now.
Yeah, I don't want to be
I think
here.
that it doesn't require a roll. You don't want to be held
I don't want
by
to be
this
here.
thing.
Yeah. If not, great idea, Kristen, but
no,
I
it's
really,
just
really
like
don't want-
advanced tactics. Sometimes something grabs you and you're just like,
I'm gonna smack
I'm
you
okay
now.
with this.
Yeah.
And then you get in a slap fight with it.
Oh, that was
For contested strength, do you want me to roll a d20?
Yeah, I want you. No,
D20?
it's
2D6
2d6. I
plus
want you.
Strength exert, I'm guessing.
Yeah, strength exert.
Do I have a bonus? No, I don't. Damn it. All right. Okay. Strength 9, 10, 11.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Also 11. I'm going to let you meter beat.
Oh,
So you,
Tie goes to the winner. Run, Marcus.
Marcus,
Oh, God.
you kind of bulge and it takes all of your strength to.
No, I flex really hard.
You just flex really hard.
Yeah.
And it's just like, boom.
Like
Also,
I
his
feel
shirt
like-
comes off.
I feel like I've referenced this before, but like that one, no, I'll do like Neo in the Matrix, you know?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the movie, he's just go, whoa,
Mhm.
except faster to get rid of this thing.
And everything.
Exactly.
And so
Um,
that this tendril gets eviscerated from you and
Nice.
just kind of dissipates, but it still is wrapped and coiled around this figure that is in front of you right
Mhm.
now. You have all of your actions and all of your movement, but you
Okay.
are in melee range.
So it
of
would
this
get
thing.
an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Because I'm right in its face.
Which one of its faces? Ooh.
Rifles are bigger than pistol ranged weapons, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm
Yes.
gonna use my Iron Vipers and I'm gonna shoot it right
All
there. And because I have close combatant, I don't take penalties for using pistol ranged weapons in melee range.
Very nice.
Do you want me to roll both at once? Both shots?
twice?
Oh no, sorry. I punched twice, but I
You
only shoot
punched
once.
twice.
You only shoot once.
I only
Yeah.
shoot once. It's a 13 to hit,
13 does not hit.
but it's right there.
That's why she punched
you,
it.
you do have an ability that makes any miss. Like,
No, I
Not
can't
right
use that
now.
yet.
I'm just
Not using
saying.
that yet.
I'm just trying to remind you that is indeed
I'm
a
fully
thing.
aware. I'm
We made
saving
an
this for
argument
later.
last time for you to be able to use that in phase 1 and phase 2 of this fight, and you did not use it in phase 1.
There wasn't a moment that I needed it
That's
in
fair.
phase 1,
That's
but I
fair.
feel like
All
the
right.
moment has not come yet for phase 2. The first round is not the moment.
You still
So
have
it's-
movement if you want to use it.
I can't go anywhere without getting smacked, and I'm pretty low
That's
right
right.
now. So
Okay.
I'm gonna end my turn.
After Marcus goes, ooh,
Oh no,
what is
I don't
this
like
one
that.
gonna do?
Don't like that noise, Jeff. Don't like when you get excited about your monsters.
What nasty little plans do you
I
have?
know.
nasty little
plans. God.
I'm really hoping that you also rolled for Vaughn McRaven and he's not just sitting
He
over
better
there
be fucking
watching
helping
die.
us.
So here's what I will say. He did not notice this all happen.
Sure.
So what I'm going to say is he misses round 1,
Okay.
but is
He's gonna miss the entire fight because he's halfway across the battlefield.
He's got a gun.
All right.
Hope he's a good shot.
He is a decent shot.
Good.
So Nona, you step in front of this thing that has way too large of a mouth, and you
I'm
see.
not going to judge it like that. It's just a really big mouth.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, Nona would be the person who'd be like, "That's just a big mouth.
That's just how it works.
That's just how it works sometimes."
That one moves differently from me. I can't judge. I've seen snails.
And
horrible, just horrible. But I love Nona for that.
Yeah.
Let me do some measuring.
It's nothing to do with my desensitization from all of the aforementioned horror movies where I'm just like, yeah, it seems right.
Is Snails a horror movie?
No, I've just meant like Nona is equally as weirded out by the concept of a snail, like a normal earth
really
snail.
Fair. That's so fair.
As any of these things. Shit is just weird to her. She's like, what do you mean?
That's true.
You like crush biomaterial in your mouth in order to consume it for sustenance. That's strange. Anyway, yes, Jeff. Wreck my shit. Go.
Nona, Micah, and Claire are going to need to make
maybe I'm happy
physical saving throw.
Well, if you insist. That's on a D20.
Do I need to auto fail this in order to protect Devas?
Yes.
Okay, then I auto fail it.
Sorry, yeah. That's I should have specified that.
You're welcome.
Okay, I pass.
I need to roll for Claire.
Come on, Psychic Space Daughter.
Come on, Claire.
Claire failed.
Oh, fuck. Is she squishy? How squishy is she?
She's kind of squishy, but then when she gets hit, she becomes less squishy.
Oh,
We can go into the danger zone,
Super
but we don't
Saiyan.
really like that.
I feel like squishy refers to HP and not AC.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
See, I see it as two different ways. I think squishy is like AC, but you can have a lot of squish and that's your HP. So it takes a lot of squish to get down to it.
What?
There's a lot to dig into. I see where you're going.
You see where I'm
with
coming from.
I'm not
I
sure
know.
I agree, but I see where you're going with it.
I'm not following.
We can discuss this later.
Between math.
Yeah.
So you all see this thing open its mouth, and the opening starts to widen even more, not vertically but horizontally, as you see this black, misty nothingness eject from its maw. Claire and Nona take 9 points of damage.
Woo.
And increases system strain by 1.
Oh, God.
I don't think that affects you, Kirsten.
Strain? What strain? Although if he wanted to use the same rules as the cool sword, we could probably do that.
I think that this is more of a thing against biological beings.
Thank you.
And so I don't believe this affects you. Micah, you take half of that. So half rounded down would be 4.
And no system strain?
And no system strain.
Amazing.
And Micah, we are to your go.
Okay. Question that I might have asked probably earlier in this whole big encounter, but it's been like a month. So remind me. So there's broken machine parts all over, kind of scattered on the ground.
Yep.
Big pillar of what was light in the middle of everything, but now there's ichor swirling around it. Are there any like solid vertical-ish or tallish surfaces around us, or is all of this machinery like pretty low to the ground?
Any tall vertical surfaces around you? No, this was a fairly large empty room when it comes to the height of it, and the debris that you have scattered around you, those are the black squares on the map, those probably don't reach anything more than, your height. So nothing, tens of feet up.
Sure.
But what you're standing next to right now would be taller than
and you know how
things.
We feel about the high ground.
I did also move the one that just did that attack up so it could kind of see Micah around the cover.
Sure.
I was intending to do that, just didn't do it. So it was able to do that from there.
So that's threatening my space now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. All right.
It was in a spot.
Make a wisdom notice check for me.
6.
With that, you fought some things in the past, you can get a sense of what they may or may not be doing. These things are a little other. You're not entirely sure all of the things that this thing might be capable of, but its arms hang limply by its side. It does not seem to move its mouth in any way of chomping. You're not entirely sure if this thing has the ability to attack in melee.
It can't melee attack you because it skipped arm day.
So, because that's what just was ejecting this like spooky smoke that just got all of us.
Yep.
Okay, so that might kind of be its main deal. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I think I'm going to try and make some distance from that so that I can hopefully line up my shot as well as I can. I think Micah's instinct in all of this is like, wait, everyone's getting attacked. I gotta be the beef in the front line, but it's like, we gotta stick to the plan. We got a plan. It's the new plan. It's the same plan.
New plan is the same plan as the old plan.
If you attack, do you like cancel the telekinetic ram?
So my understanding of how my ability works is that if my target moves during the charge up, that cancels it. This is an inanimate object as far as I'm aware, so that's not a problem. I think that if I get hit, it still works. I'm still able to keep charging. That's my understanding of it.
As long as you don't go down.
As long as I don't go down. That's true.
Or get blindfolded in some way so you can no longer see it.
Yeah. Okay, so I would love to use the Inquisitor armor that I'm wearing to do a super
jump. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
We can figure out how far 30 meters is. Turns out
it's
so fucking far. That's only 15 meters. That's 30. Is that? I can't quite.
That's 26.9 apparently.
Yeah.
Did you do the thing where you told it to like actually calculate diagonals?
Yes.
You would, you giant nerd.
Okay, cool. So
Pythagoras would be pleased.
He would be, but he's dead.
That spot looks pretty good. So I'm going to try and take a super jump, go on top of that piece of debris over there, which it's not super tall, but maybe will get me out of immediate striking distance if one of these things like just walks up over, is my thinking. And I'm going to try and line up my ram to hit in front of where Nona is. So hopefully when it detonates, there's an opening that she can go through with Devas.
Sounds good. I will say, Nona, this is going to appear on the side of the pillar that Micah is now on, as that is where.
Could we get it halfway betwin like a 45-degree
angle?
Can
I try to hit that angle?
Like right here, the ping.
Yeah,
right
no, I think I know exactly what. Yeah. I'll give you that, but no further.
I'm fine with that.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I'm sort of out of the way a little bit for now, removed from where all the nasties are.
Okay.
And I'll begin charging my ram.
Beautiful.
I'm going to say it. This is okay.
I'm always interested in fights where the objective is not kill all the guys. It makes things so much like higher stakes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're assuming that if you do the thing, these guys will die.
Well,
or something.
I like kind of, even if they don't, like the world, the actual entire planet blowing up is probably worse than us dying.
Then whatever, these guys have going on.
There's a like
super true.
It's a superset. You see, there's us, and then there's the entire planet, and we are in fact included in that second group.
Yeah,
the logic checks out.
Sorry, I'm measuring some things.
Yeah,
you can see. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to draw a rectangle.
Oh, so this time it's going to be a rectangle.
Graphic design is my passion.
Oh,
can you see it now?
We go. Yep.
Hate that.
Not just a rectangle, it's a square.
Oh, this is a bad color for this. Let me make a better color.
Okay.
Hold on. It was blue before, but now it's the right color, or at least I've overlaid the right color on it.
Now it's got a kind of 3D effect where it's like got that blue
red.
And it's got that red. If you look at the bottom,
nice, yeah,
you get a little bit of both.
Devas, Claire, and Nona find the space that they're in. It's strange. You're in the space. It is, pretty standard. Everything else is pretty much like concrete and rock and, various elements of these pipes and machinery that's been broken and scattered on the ground. And you blink your eyes and you see something overlaid on top of it. you see almost this glowing floor underneath you. And as you blink again, you notice that's lava.
Mm-hmm.
And something in proximity is causing these two realities to overlap with one another. I'm going to need Claire, Nona, and Devas to make a evasion saving throw.
Can we see this from the outside?
Yes.
Oh, freaky.
Yikes.
And I will say this is at -2 difficulty. Claire passes.
I pass.
Okay. So you see this start to happen and you get the sense of, I can't be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
You step out of the way as fast as you possibly can. And you see Claire does similarly. Move yourself to wherever you want, but only the shortest distance you can to get out of the way. So I think Claire would move.
Does Devas move?
Yes, Devas does move.
Okay.
You see Devas see this as well, and with all of his faculties starts to gesture towards the ground, which gives him a slight push up. You see him push off the ground and kind of just arc a little bit towards the pillar.
That's cool. Doing
Yeah.
some like Mistborn type flying shit.
He's got some cool.
Is it at all
lodestone
possible
tricks.
for me to move in the direction that they did, or no?
Give me a dex. What do you in this be?
That's not gonna work.
Dex survive would be very on the nose.
This feels more like a movement based thing. I have to look up the skill list because I always forget
I
them.
don't think there's, unless you want to use exert. There's
Yeah.
not really a movement based thing on
There's
here.
no athletics.
Specifically,
No,
no.
there's no athletics. We
Exert's
always
the
use
closest.
exert instead.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter. I got a 4 on the dice, and most of the things you can pick are gonna be -1 to cancel out my +1 on the deck. So let's
Fair
just keep
enough.
moving.
Okay. And so, Nona, in a moment, you try and move as fast as you can, just so you are no longer where this lava appears now in your reality.
Mhm.
It has overtaken this one, but it doesn't feel right. It feels out of place. Like obviously, just this area of lava is not normal, but it looking at it itches you, and it seems like it doesn't want to be here. You see it semi-fading. You can surmise it's likely temporary in some way.
I feel bad for the lava.
Oh, because the lava is only temporary?
No, because it doesn't want to be here.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, same, but
Join the club.
a fellow spirit.
It's Devas's go, right next to Claire.
Please, dear God, do some cool shit.
Please.
Please, dear
Please,
God, do some
Devas.
cool shit.
You see Devas reach into his pocket and pull out a fairly substantial metal ball bearing. And you see him hold it out in his hand on a flat palm as he points it between himself and Voidmaw, the one with the open mouth,
Mhm.
and wills it forward.
So this is Mistborn.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Devas.
I'm pretty sure this power got created before Jeff read Mistborn, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I forget the timetables here.
It may have
Been influenced by-
been influenced later.
Fair enough.
That makes a lot of sense.
This was peek behind the curtain.
No, you got to save that for next time.
Oh, that's true. Fair enough.
Close that curtain.
Close that curtain.
I'm not decent.
No, but reading those, like, I feel like this is kind of a tangent, but I feel also with Worm, like reading about characters doing cool shit with their powers that
Yeah.
not immediately obvious. It's just it's so nice. I
It's
love it
very
so
fun.
much.
So Devas does 15 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
You see this ball bearing.
That's not the one I hit, though.
No. This is the one
This is
that
Voidmaw?
did
Keeps shooting us.
the breath attack almost. in a cone.
I
Surprise.
mean, what else are you gonna call it? He's nothing but mouth.
That's true. This ball bearing rips through this bean's body, causing a fairly substantial hole in its head, and you see it start to bleed this ichor as well. It's now Claire's go. I put both of the NPCs right next to one another. Oh, that's how I rolled. Claire, what do? You shoot, probably.
She have
help
any?
your dad, Claire?
Does she have any wubs left?
She
Help your old man, Claire. I'm dying over here.
My old man can take care of himself.
He's mad at him right now. What are you at?
I'm at 23 out of 60, so I'm hurting.
Devas is a little bit more important
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
got
fine.
11 HP.
Okay,
total.
fine.
And the Void Maw is
I'm at 12.
not doing well.
Oh.
She's going to attack the
FYI.
Void Maw.
Out of
30.
That's a natural 20 for Claire.
hell
Yeah, Claire, go
She
space
crits.
ladder.
She crits.
There's-
not
I
enough
know.
for this
She crits in my
Honestly,
heart.
we should just bring
She
in.
crits
We should bring crits
only
into this
for
game.
Claire.
Only for Claire.
Only crits for
Claire
Claire.
can crit.
We'll have to figure this out
No
at
crits
another
as
time.
a
Not
treat.
right now. How much damage do you do, Claire, with your mag pistol? 2d6 plus 2?
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not even plus your damage modifier, which
Because
is
she has my
3?
souped up pistol, right?
Yeah.
Damage modifier.
She has a damage modifier.
Oh, but that's a her specific thing.
I feel like you guys have a damage modifier?
I have an
Kinda,
attack
sort of.
bonus, but I don't have a damage modifier.
I think you were supposed to add your maybe. I'll have to check on that.
Wait, no. Can
That's
we
the thing
check
that you have
now?
to focus for, right? As Nona?
No, but I've got a different focus for that. We've looked this up before.
And we're back, and
And
I
we're
just
back.
realized that
I'm so
Marcus's
sorry.
punches are much more powerful than.
Also,
we
Claire was rolling for
originally-
damage.
Yes, go for it.
Also, I realized I was combining a couple of her things. So that 3 is basically all she gets to add because you get normally +2 for the mag pistol
Mhm.
plus her normal 1.
But she has a souped up mag pistol, does she not?
Oh yeah, there's
Yes,
special
it's
ones.
+1 attack and damage.
Oh,
We gave her a special one.
4.
There you go. Write that down.
We
It's a
love
special
doing
one
math.
because we love our psychic space
I'll write
ladder.
that down.
Right.
It's been modified with love, Jeff. Write that down.
There's a-
No, I have the attack
engraving.
bonus. I just forgot it was also a damage bonus.
There's an engraving on the barrel. that
Yes.
says-
It's just got a little heart.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's damage bonus. Shoot. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Haha, shoot.
Yeah.
It's 8:30. What do you want from me?
Okay, she rolled pretty well. She rolled a total of 11 damage.
Nice. Noise.
Which one did she shoot?
Void Maw.
Oh,
Because that's
nice.
the one that appears to be
Shooting shit.
Yeah.
Doing stuff.
Kicking ass.
Oh,
Taking
hold on.
names.
Hold on.
The dead is gonna explode now.
Hold on.
I bet it's gonna explode.
No. Don't do it.
You're
Claire shoots this thing after Devas sent a ball bearing through it, and you see it takes the hit from the mag pistol and stumbles a little bit and then falls forward.
okay.
And you start to see this black ichor start to pool on the ground beneath it.
Okay.
That's
I'm
it?
waiting for the part where this gets bad for
Yeah.
us. Where are the hands, Jeff? Are the hands coming out yet?
And then hands start to reach out of its
Oh
back.
my
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Now we can stop
Oh, okay.
worrying.
Okay.
I feel better now. Yeah.
Okay. Correction. It is only +1 to hit, not damage.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's still alive then.
Really?
No, that's a
Okay.
joke. It would be
You
dead.
asshole.
It'd be dead either way.
Damn. Gotta take all those hands back.
And so it is now, after Claire went, the back crawler hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, that's right.
What does the back crawler do? It can do some fun things.
Oh, God.
It can scuttle.
I hate that.
Do not.
Oh, hold on. These things don't have to scuttle. Yeah. You see this thing vroom, blink out of existence.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
Which thing?
The back crawler.
We did it! Hooray!
Then you see it appear right next to Claire.
Oh no! Why did you give it the scuttle ability? It can teleport, Jeffrey.
Because sometimes you can take that away.
That's too much.
Mm. Watching things move on Roll20 is always so freaky because they just suddenly go, whoop, and you're like, oh, oh God, it's right in front of my psychic space daughter.
Straight line.
Yeah.
And this appendage swings out and attacks Claire with 2 swipes.
No.
Oh.
I hope you miss every time.
She does have pretty good AC.
Yes.
I don't miss that
her.
first time.
Damn
That's
it.
a 20 to hit.
Ouch.
Second hit is only a 6.
Yay. Come on, Claire. You can take 1 hit.
I don't know if she can.
I'm so worried
I
right
know.
now.
I am too, but like, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
Fucking thing teleports.
And then
Sometimes
we just
GG.
hope
That's
my
the
thing
game.
works at the end of the next. Right,
Yeah.
No.
End of the
What was
next
the start of it goes until the end. Whatever. Sorry, we're in the middle of something else.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
I'm going to say, well, actually, I guess Nona can hold her action. But I would say, so it goes, I would say it would go off after your next turn.
It says at the end of the next round from when I started charging is when it goes off.
The end of the
Yes.
next
End of
round.
the next round.
End of the next round, not your
Correct.
next turn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a big old thing.
Well,
Like,
also,
yeah.
I've got enough things to do right now that I wouldn't
Legendary.
actually be able to hold an action to do the thing. And also, I don't want to stand next to where the hole's going to be because then I'm going to get smacked.
So Claire has been hit twice now. She was also hit by the breath attack.
What is she? How's
Oh,
she
yeah,
looking?
Grimace a little bit.
Mm.
She's not below half. She's not
still,
bloodied.
She does still
Okay,
have her
okay.
integrity.
Okay, good.
She does have an integrity still.
Okay.
Good.
We equipped her well. Enough. Hopefully.
And we are at the beginning of the round. And I'm going to roll for Marcus now. Not Marcus, Vaughn.
Excuse me.
I'm
The
gonna
other
roll-
grizzled
I'm-
gruff guy.
I'm going to roll to kill Marcus now.
No.
Ain't that always the way?
Oh, that's the wrong die. I guess 6.
Oh, that's nice.
He'll go right after us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Unless he's got a plus.
Does he have a plus?
No, NPCs often don't.
But he's a precog. Why is he not dexterous? God damn it, Mr. McRaven, get your shit together.
You see Vaughn sees that a fight has started to occur and it has started to move towards you all.
He's running.
I would like, just because this is an audio medium, to convey the amount of distance this man is away. So I've been looking at this screen, which has got a nice little circle in the middle of it. We are all below this, sort of on the southern side of it. There's like a lot of fight going on in here, about roughly in like a 10 square by 10 square sort of situation. And then you scroll down and all of the players are gone. Actually, no, that's not true. Technically, Marcus is still on my map by the time I start to see Vaughn McRaven all the way at the bottom of the map doing some shit over there.
But at the same time, he's only 30 meters away. He's just a quick jump.
He doesn't have the armor.
I know.
For some of us.
He's gonna take so fucking long to get here.
They can move 10 meters around.
Yes, he can.
That's true.
And shoot, ideally.
All right. And so we're at the top of the order again. Nona, it is your go.
Okay, dokay. So I am anticipating by the end of this round is when your thing will fire off.
That's right.
So I think I need to get back to Devas, pick him up, and get sort of ready to do that run. Is picking up an action?
Yes, I'm going to say it is.
Fair enough. Okay.
If it was a smaller thing, I would say you could probably do it with the remaining
I'm
move that
fine
you have.
with
But
that.
he is a full, well, 3/4 human.
A skinny man with fewer limbs than most of them have, but
Would you allow me to split my movement on my jetpack or no?
So you're going to jetpack over and then pick him up
and then continue
jetpack?
to jetpack.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's unwieldy movement, isn't it?
Can I make a pilot check to
I'll
make
let
it
you
not
take
be?
him. I'll let you make a pilot check to do so.
Okay.
If you fail, you need to stop in the square where you are.
Fair enough.
And if you fail very poorly, I'm going to have you end up a little bit off kilter.
Okay.
Does that sound
basically
okay?
just insta death. No, fuck it. I'm going to run around the thing. Like, fuck that. I'm not going. If I
It's
go
not
off
instant death.
kilter, we're on the razor's edge here, Jeff. On one side of us, lava. On the other side,
I would say
a
that-
whirling mass of tentacle thingies that already bitch slapped one of my robots.
You know, that's very fair.
We're just going to run. We'll do the lame movement. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So
It's cool. It's fine. It's cool.
It's fine.
Very understandable. Full kilter only.
So Nona runs over here. She picks up. Actually, let me actually measure that because.
Don't cut the corner.
Yeah, no, we're not getting the corner.
Hot.
Yeah, no, okay, that's perfect. That's perfectly out of 10. She runs over here. She picks Devas up, and then as an on-turn action, note after she picks Devas up because this is about to make my skills shit. She uses her last processing power that she has to perform emergency maintenance and heal 14 HP.
You just hear like a fan just start to go really loudly.
Can I roll to see if I notice that?
Already have been informed that I am a robot.
Yeah, but I don't really know what that means.
Fair
you know?
enough.
Like,
fair enough.
Yeah,
What does this really mean?
I'm
for
gonna give you a
anyone?
wisdom notice check.
can I roll with disadvantage because I'm literally facing a monster
Yes,
from
so
hell?
I'm going to
All
need
right.
you to roll 3 dice and drop the
You
highest.
take one of your dice.
Okay.
That's still pretty good. 4, 8, 9.
You rolled 2 6s and a 4?
I rolled 2 4s and a 6.
Okay.
So that's a 10.
Okay.
Oh, I'm also gonna, if it's okay with you, because like gunslinger holster my sniper rifle so that I can pick him up.
Yeah, you can. I think you can just do that, right?
Thank you.
It's just a
Yeah.
non-turn action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with this thing that pulled you like 15 meters towards you, and the now low rumble that you hear from the lava pit that appeared in the middle of this battlefield, you hear just a weird like that's just like dial-up modem sounds.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Been meaning to get that fixed. Really got to download a new sound pack.
Devas does look at you questioningly, but I don't think he really cares at this point.
There's a lot happening to all of us today.
Yep.
That's all.
It's now, yeah, what's going to happen?
You tell us, Jeff. It's my turn. Please.
No, it's not.
Oh, fuck.
That means it's maybe Vaughn McRaven's turn. Oh, no, there was another guy who went in between us. That's right.
It's one of the guys.
Oh, wait, quick question, Jeff.
Yep.
Given that I'm literally carrying Devas, can I be doing like trying to protect him from stuff? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that any area of effect attack, you can shield him if you fail purposefully.
Uh-huh.
And any attack roll would go on you. In fact, that's about what's going to happen.
I'm fine with this. This is in fact why I healed.
The back crawler starts to whip out its
Mhm.
little tendril and swings at you as well.
Okay.
It's got some reach.
Yep.
And it does that twice.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
I'm going to guess a 12 does not hit.
It does not.
And I'm going to guess a 6 does not hit
A
either.
6 does not hit either.
That Ironhide, man.
Yeah, I know. I love it so much. I picked
And-
it because it was a pun.
Amazing.
Absolutely carrying the game at this point.
No,
So
you pick
good.
up Devas and you see this tendril whip towards you, and you duck out of the way and then sidestep to the other side as it comes back for another hit.
I think to add some flavor here, people who know Nona would notice like stuff is slightly off. She's still managing to like do stuff, but she just seems slightly slower and just less, I don't know if graceful is quite the right word for it, but
There's
something's weird and
there-
something's stuttery.
there's a precision to everything that Nona does in every single movement, and that preciseness seems to have been lost. There's just a lack of grace in a lot of her movements now.
Because you use the processing power?
Yes, I need
Ah.
to have one processing power committed at all times to have like full mastery over my shell. Otherwise, I
Oh.
lose some attributes. It's never happened before. I'm quite pleased.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Marcus, it's now your go. You're standing face to face with
All right.
punch it.
I'm gonna punch this
we
fucking
just
guy.
learned about punching.
We did.
Punching is really good, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want
If
me
you're
to?
Marcus.
Can I punch this guy? Do you want me to roll both punches at once?
Yeah, do so.
All right.
I don't think you're gonna kill him in one punch.
No, we'll see.
Sorry.
Thank you.
That's,
I was thinking it.
That's a 14 and a 25 to hit.
The 25 hits, the 14 does not.
All right.
Do you want to use your
No, I don't, Jeffrey.
It's not
Thank
time
you
yet.
for asking
I have
me,
a feeling you're
though.
going to get out of this combat without using it. Okay. So roll for damage once.
This is the D10, right? Yep. God damn it. Roll 2 on the D10 plus, that's 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
You punch
5
him.
measly little punch damage.
You punch it, and
And he's mad.
no.
Oh, he's not mad?
I mean, you take it in a solid part of its body, trying to avoid the tendrils, and you get a solid guttural response, but you can't quite tell if that's just because you punched the air out of its lungs, if it even needs to breathe anymore.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It does not
Air in
appear
there.
to grimace or growl at that, as if you just punched a punching bag.
That's almost more disturbing.
Well, because it's a puppet, you see. It's being controlled by the Eldritch Abomination from beyond the stars.
Through its butthole.
Yes, through its
Yes,
butthole. As we
specifically.
established
Yes,
before.
yes.
Every orifice.
And it's Vaughn's turn.
Yay!
All right.
Run, little guy.
Save us.
Go on, Jeff. Diddly
Smash cut to Vaughn running.
What
Two
is this?
football
Wait,
fields away.
really fast. What is this white strip you've got down?
This is the pipe.
Oh.
So he was sitting on the pipe, this large pipe
Right.
that is technically, like, I think, difficult terrain
If you
try and
cross it.
If you cross it,
And you said we weren't gonna run up and down it, but he could.
he could. In fact, he's going to.
Of course he is.
Um,
Is he gonna Naruto run? Make him Naruto run, Jeff.
I'm not going to make Vaughn Naruto run.
But why even bother putting him up on the pipe if he's not gonna do a cool run?
All right, he Naruto runs a little bit.
Good.
Marcus sees that and he's like, oh my God. The respect I got for this guy is slowly fading away now.
And he takes out his mag pistol.
Little
Is
help.
that what he have?
Little help.
What do you have, Vaughn? Oh, you have a submachine gun.
Awesome.
Okay, maybe don't aim that at me.
Covering fire.
That doesn't actually.
Suppressing fire.
Turns out that doesn't actually go very far. Hold on, he has got a max range of 100 feet and
What?
100 meters.
Oh, okay.
We don't use feet here.
Jeff constantly.
Kiss on
uses
PS.
We
feet.
never have ever
All
used
the
feet
time.
here.
Yo no sé nada.
So I don't think he can see the back crawler. That's
No, I
currently
think you
threatening.
should shoot the
Void maw?
ranged one that keeps shooting us. Shoot
one
it in
The
the back.
void maw is currently down, as far as you can tell.
Oh, okay. I forgot about
I
that.
think I'm gonna
Can you
have
put a
him
little
shoot
X on it.
the star wound. What?
Like if you hover over it, I think you can put a little X on it and make it look like it's dead.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful.
There we go. So he's going to fire at Starwound, but it's outside the normal thing, which I think means that he fires at like a -2.
I think that's rough.
And then I'm also going
Is
to
that
give
the
it-
one that's in front of me?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
And it's also +2 because it's also slightly behind cover. So it's really not a great shot for Vaughn.
Please, Vaughn.
What's your attack bonus? I don't think that does it. Oh my God, you have a great attack bonus. Yeah, that does hit.
Yay!
Hold on.
Thank you,
I'm an
Vaughn.
important member of this
One,
team, Bob.
Yeah, that hits.
Whoa.
I forgot he has that attack bonus. Yeah, Vaughn
What
of
is it?
Raven turns out is pretty.
What's his attack bonus?
8.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a lot.
He's like an elite fighter or something like that.
Good. You
Hell
should
yeah, brother.
be.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so he fires this submachine gun
He's the cell leader of a terrorist group. He
And-
better be good at
and does max
fights.
damage. That does 11 damage
Whew.
to the star wound. So Marcus, you punch this thing and don't get the response you want from
Yeah.
it.
Mm-mm.
It's like, ooh.
And then all of a sudden you hear a as bullets fly.
Is that
and-
the sound? Okay.
No, let me take that again.
Okay. there we
Okay,
go.
As it starts to get riddled with bullets.
All right.
Like from an automatic weapon that has been fired at a distance and is hit like, the eye of a gnat?
Storm.
Pin?
Pin?
Needle.
What?
Needle?
Pins don't have eyes. I don't.
I feel like that's anyway. It's a
head of a
weekday.
pen. You can
Yeah.
dance.
I
on the
can't
head of a
talk
pen.
right
Me
now.
neither.
But you see, it has taken some damage, and it's not bloodied yet, but it's not looking good.
To be fair, it didn't start off looking good.
That was Vaughn's turn. Micah, it's now your go.
Okay. I'm focusing all of my energy on trying to. Well, okay. Here's a question. I'm definitely focusing my energy. You may tell me if that occupies my whole turn, but
Oh boy.
I just want to know. I have an on-turn action that I could use to put the back crawler freakazoid in the detention cube. Would you allow me to do
I
that?
do love the detention cube.
What is the rules as written for your telekinetic ram?
I can read it. It doesn't. So it does not say I need to use my action on the following turn, but these rules are often also a little bit like imprecise.
I believe it's also doesn't necessarily normally have this happen during combat. Although I guess it does say around. Could you say the things?
Sure. As a main action, the psychic can commit effort for the scene to target a tremendous uncontrolled burst of force at a single target within sight. This burst requires some time to detonate and will only go off at the end of the next round. Targets of this technique are aware that it's happening, and generally it's useless against anything that's not entirely immobile. And then there's kind of more stuff about the damage and things. But that, as far as
Considering it takes your main action on the first turn, I'm going to say it takes your main action on the second turn.
okay,
But you can do things other than your main action.
amazing. That is kind of what I was envisioning. So great. May I please use an on-turn action to use the detention cube?
Yeah. And it's to make a.
We're gonna put the detention cube around the teleporter again.
Sorry, how big is the cube?
It's a 3-meter cube, and we've determined that we do this saving throw thing to try and put it around one creature in the past.
It extends past that distance.
Up to 3-meter cube.
Right.
He's saying it's bigger than 3 meters.
It's bigger than 3 meters.
It was able to just, the tendril reaches upwards. And so.
How
Can you
high?
put it in the box minus a little hole for the tendril? So it just goes.
Are you just going to.
Wait, it's taller than 3 meters?
It
tendril?
was
It's
just
like 10
able.
feet tall.
It was just able to attack
it attacked
Nona
me
from
from-
6 meters away.
Wow.
Okay.
To
So
put the other one in the box.
Sure.
I'm going to allow it because I like the idea of just like, think of it as a spider and you are putting just a big cup over
I want to put a big cup over it.
just like, huh. and then you slide the little piece of paper underneath.
You do what Carrie does and you tape the cup to the floor. You walk away and then you come back a week later.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
Is that what she does?
I'll say, just like a spider,
Oh my
this one
God.
will probably teleport outside of the cup, but I can try.
Just
I will
Just like a
allow
spider.
I will allow you to kind of like drop a thing on it. Sure,
Okay.
why the heck not?
Thank you very much. We'll see if it even works.
It failed. So it works. And so, like a giant eldritch spider, you put it underneath the cup.
And I'm focusing so hard on this, like, so difficult to control burst of energy, and my eyes just flick over for a second. It's like, no, you in timeout now. And then I'm back on point. End of this
For
round.
flavor,
It's gonna happen.
Can it be giant cup shaped?
Yes, it's absolutely
Solo
giant
cup.
cup shape.
It's weird. It's see-through, so we know where, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's opaque.
I was gonna
Up to
make
you.
it opaque
Okay, red
case-
solo cup.
in case the teleportation is helped by
Red
sight.
Solo cup. If I fill you up, let's have a party.
I do not know this
Just like-
song.
Proceed to party.
I can't.
I love you, Red
Let me move
Solo
it.
cup. Red Solo, I fill you up.
There we go.
Let's have a party.
Yes, love. Oh, beautiful,
Proceed to
beautiful,
party.
great drawing, Jeff.
There you go.
I love it.
I just put a little red circle around it to show that it's now in timeout.
You know what?
Gorgeous.
I gotta say, I am enjoying this roll 20 minutes.
Me as well.
It
me
has
as
allowed
well.
us to draw some very fun things.
All right. After Micah's go, some nonsense is going to happen.
Oh, God.
What nonsense is going to
I
happen?
think it's my catchphrase for this.
Yeah, pretty much. Every time Jeff even says a thing, Jeff's like, "You see?" You're like, "Oh God!" It makes me so
What
happy
can I
when
say?
editing.
I'm a dramatic bitch.
You're invested. I love
I'm
it.
invested.
Oh yeah, that nonsense works.
Cool.
All right.
Here we go again.
I get to roll a die. I like rolling
Here's
dice.
this bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Here's this bullshit.
Ooh, a D4.
It's choosing who to target.
I know.
I need to just we'll do
You need to just be nicer, Jeff.
that.
Oh, I don't like that.
And we'll do that.
I don't like that either.
I'm okay.
You
with
put those back where they came from. What's that? What's going
Put those
on?
back where they came from. Also help me.
You see two blobs of darkness plop out of the pillar unceremoniously. And as they just like, no.
Or he pulls out a little trumpet and goes, doo, 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 doo. Now it is
So
ceremonious.
ceremonious. Wow.
I'm so sorry. Please
I love it.
I want to go home.
And the blob starts to undulate as I just love that word.
I know, I'm so sorry.
What does it do, Jeffy?
It undulates.
It's
It's
Just a little wibble
I'm
wobble.
a
so
little
sad
wiggle.
that
The
our
little thing with his shoulders.
Our listeners can't see the motion that goes along with this that Jeff is doing.
And you see two forms raise out of these blobs. They look strikingly similar to the things that you fought before you went down the elevator.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not bad. What level thing? Does it look like the least tier ones, the most tier ones, or the middle ones?
Middle ones.
You
So there were
would
the little
say
shadow
that.
hands, and then the middle tiers.
No, they were all vaguely humanoid. It's just how in the world are they? So one
Okay.
started out as kind of like shadowy, and then they can I think grow up if they don't take an attack.
Yeah, they had a chance to get stronger over time.
Yes, exactly.
It's now Claire's go. Oh, no, it's actually Davis's go.
come on, Devas.
Davis is going to take out another ball bearing.
Hell yeah.
Does he have a bag of what is it? Is 1,000 ball
it's 1,000.
bearings in D&D?
They're a little bit bigger. So
Yeah, no, I'm picturing the size of your fist.
he can't have 1,000 of those.
That was the joke. Please continue.
He doesn't have a bag of holding. You guys have the bag of holding.
He's got a Santa sack. Of
How did we not notice that before?
Here's my bullshit. Pow! He fires at this minion that appeared closest to you both, Nona and Devas, and is going to roll to attack.
Fuck him up.
Oh, he got a 20.
Nice.
Crit.
Right.
No, that's just for Claire.
Oh.
We don't like this man. Don't let him have crits.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
20 damage.
Oh.
This thing
God. Oh.
forms, and you start to see the whites of its eyes start to coalesce, and right between those eyes you see a ball bearing fly through as it
Nice.
falls down.
Very nice.
Instantly destroyed.
Thank you, Devas.
What if we just keep Devas?
Yeah.
He's pretty good at this.
We're throwing him into the pillar.
He tried to kill everyone. You do realize this.
Yeah.
He's mad right now because his boss / boyfriend was like, "You have failed me. We're broken up now." But
It feels kind of nice when he's
it was
on our
nothing
side.
sexual.
Is that Devas? Or
Say Davis through the DM. That was
I don't know. I
Davis's
saw the
turn.
way you looked at each
It was a
other.
little kinky.
Claire is now going to be like, okay, now I'm going to check on Marcus. Oh, he's not doing great. And actually, she doesn't have a great shot on that.
Can she
at
use her
all.
wub power? Does she have any of that left, or did she fire that all off in the lame first round?
No, she can do that. You know what? She will do that.
I don't know if it'll work, but it's a fun thing to try.
Do they have a mind?
Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
just do these things.
they have a mind?
Oh my God, could you imagine going through the meat puppet and just like a little slap on the brain of an eldritch god? Mosquito.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20 for this in front of you guys because I'm not entirely sure this would work.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that it's more likely that it won't work than it will work.
Okay.
But if she gets, I'm gonna say a 12 or higher, it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it do cool extra bullshit if it works? Given that it's not very likely? Or just no?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn it, that's an 11.
11 on the die.
no.
All right.
Damn.
So close.
These things are really just shadows that are inhabited by, well, are just bodies that are inhabited by shadows, it seems like at this point in time. Those shadows are pure metadimensional energy. Sending an oversurge of that doesn't seem to do very much to them.
Okay.
That was
Well,
Claire's
I'm a punch
go.
it.
Yeah, you can just punch it. That's fine.
Now it's Star Wounds gets to go.
Oh.
Star wound.
That's the one right next to Marcus.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Marcus, it's going to reach out for you again.
No.
I thought it was Star wound.
Star wound, sorry.
Star Wars.
I guess it is technically spelled the
It's
same as
also
Star
wounded,
Wound.
so there's that.
Wound kind of makes sense with the
Yeah, because it's
got the
wrapped
twisty-
around it. That's what I'm basically
Does a
picturing
16 hit?
a slinky.
16 is my AC.
That hits.
Is it meet it or beat it for?
Yep.
Yeah, for attacks, unfortunately.
Marcus, that is another 10 damage.
Hoi, oh boy. All right.
And I'm going to need you to make a physical saving throw for me, please.
Of course I will.
Come on,
That's
Marcus,
a D20.
Yep.
I save.
Okay. So this thing lashes out at you once more
Yeah.
with this energy seeping rift through reality. It does hit you. You can feel once more just the energy sapped away from you, almost like your life energy itself. But it does not grab a hold of you. You're able to move out of the way, wriggle free. It is still in front of you, and it has dealt another blow. Nona, we're at the top of the order.
Cool.
That it was
So
the end
that
of the
means
round.
it is the end of the round.
End of the round, you
Micah,
say?
You see, you're focusing all of your attention on this one spot, as close to the side as possible, but still full on enough to get a good sized chunk out of this thing. At the end of the round, you feel all of your metadimensional energy rush into that point directly, and you feel it punch. And everyone else sees that all of a sudden there's this black pillar, and then you see boom, shining through. You see the metadimensional energy, right? Basically a standing doorway at the bottom of this. Well, actually, how much damage do you do? Roll for damage.
Sure. Yeah. So
I suspected it's an absurd amount of damage.
it makes it, a 5-meter hole in anything short of hardened military fortifications, or on anything else, it is 5d12.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is not a hardened military fortification. You just make a hole then.
I just make a 5-meter hole.
Okay.
There's a 5-meter
there's
hole?
a 5-meter hole there.
Oh, amazing.
No. It's
Yeah.
now your go.
I mean, you better believe. Well, Nona's not taking any chances here. I think, by just running a normal amount, actually staying away a similar distance away from the circle, I can run here,
Yep.
swing past the one that's stuck in the cup to here, and toss Devas into the wall. And as I said before, I'm getting right up in there, so there is hopefully no chance of me missing, with the understanding that probably my shit's about to get wrecked. And before she basically eats him into this hole, she says, "Thank you for your help. I'm sorry I was mean before."
Oh.
I'm sorry I caused this. And you actually can feel as you approach, rather than needing to throw him in, you feel a push against your shoulders as he leaps from your hands directly into the pillar itself. You see his skin start to crackle and fade as you see almost the metadimensional lines within his body itself. It's almost as if you can see his nervous system flashing between, his body and the power that is surging through him. You see his chin start to point up towards the sky, and you can all hear in your minds, "I'm sorry. This is the least I can do. Goodbye." And Nona, you see just fading into the bright light of this pillar. All of a sudden, it grows brighter and brighter and brighter until you can't even look at it straight anymore. Everyone else, you see the blackness of this pillar starts to break. You see a peak of light here and a peak of light there until it becomes a gap, a meter, 5 meters, 10 meters, as more and more of this pillar becomes this bright, blinding light. All of you can't see anything. It fills your entire vision, this light. And after what feels like an eternity, You blink your eyes. It takes a while for the sight to even come back to you. And you look around and you find yourself in a large domed room. It is nondescript. You see that there's machinery that was hanging on the ceiling that has fallen to the ground. You see Vaughn standing ways off, looking around at this dark, empty room. No pillar. No Devas. No otherworldly beings. And it's quiet. And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
My God.
We did it.
Go team. We all live.
The world's saddest escort mission. Take half a man and get him to the center of the room.
It's better than tossing Vaughn, I suppose.
Oh my God. I've been planning for weeks.
I thought that's where that was going. The time button idea was such a good
That's so
idea.
good. Thank
It was
you
so good.
Thank you so much.
Now you can continue to be mad at Vaughn because he's not dead.
Yes.
Awesome.